Hello, I'm Jasmine Aerojak with the Midday News. The Waigani National Court has awarded a 23 million kina in damages to the people of Beyama in Popondetta District in Northern Province. Justice John Kerry awarded the damages against the state for serious breaches of human rights in which police wrongfully burnt down the entire Beyama village on the 22nd and 23rd of July 2023. Justice Kerry, in his decision, said the amount covers general damages for human rights breaches, pain and suffering faced by the people. Established in 1959, Curricula Secondary School in Rigo District became a boarding institution in 1960 and has since produced generations of students who have contributed significantly to national development. Despite this legacy, the school has seen limited infrastructural upgrades, resulting in overcrowding and poorly maintained dormitories, unreliable water access, and unsafe living conditions, especially for girls. Yesterday saw the end of these issues as Curricula Secondary School achieved a major milestone with the completion of its new 80-bed girls' dormitory that was opened. It replaces deteriorating infrastructure and provides modern boarding facilities. This is the first new girls' dormitory built at the school in decades. A new emergency operations center was handed over to the National Weather Service to boost the work of this government entity. The early new emergency operations center was funded by the Japanese government through the Warning System Scale-Up project in the Pacific, valued at $1.5 million and implemented by the International Organization of Migration. Through this project, improvements have been made to the existing facility. Upgrades include essential infrastructure, modern equipment, and improved utilities to support effective operations.
And maintenance over the years for this building, and as you have seen that when you have walked in, you have seen the status of the building. But through these projects, today we officially received the emergency operations and conference facility, a dedicated space that elevates our capacity from simple weather observations through proactive life-saving coordination.
Reflects Japan's strong commitment to supporting disaster risk reduction, enhancing disaster preparedness, and strengthening climate resilience in Papua New Guinea and across the Pacific region.
Public servants in Wawaria in Morbe Province can now confidently support service delivery in the district following the successful completion of a monitoring, evaluation and learning training course. Delivered under the PNG Australia partnership, officers from Morbe's new district welcomed the new digital skills. 21 officers from the district underwent the week-long training in Lae. The Australian Councillor for Subnational and Accountability, Craig Gillis, said while monitoring, evaluation and learning might sound a bit technical, it is important as it helps government to clearly track their activities, measure what is working and learn from what is not working. Turning overseas as fuel prices rise daily and some pumps run dry, many Canberrans have been continuing to feel great pain at the hip pocket. Costs rose for small businesses and even real estate agents felt the strain from the war in Iran and the Middle East. And there was mixed opinion over the federal government's changes to fuel excise.
Rising fuel costs, but trying to make do in the meantime.
It's really hard. It's not just a black and white decision. You don't really want to impact customers.
With a fleet of diesel delivery vans to run, employees who are feeling pain at the pump and costs being passed on by suppliers and distributors, this Canberra business is being squeezed from several directions.
We'll get stock less frequently. It means the impact on us is we have to hold more stock.
And while new fuel levies are appearing, other costs are hidden in invoices.
You've got to go through each individual line item on an invoice to see where those costs might be coming through.
I feel financially worried.
Because of the fuel prices, we just can't afford to go away.
I think it sucks. As I'm a support worker, I do a lot of driving.
Even the property sector is beginning to feel the ripple effect, with less speculation from buyers and more cancelled inspections.
People are not going to drive around for 12 hours on a Saturday looking at as many properties as they possibly can.
There could be a return to more online sale activity, and while the peak group for agents wants longer-term certainty, they welcome the federal government's cuts to the fuel excise.
It's not going to solve anything, but it's certainly a step in the right direction.
Too late, too small.
Yeah, it'll make a bit of a difference. I can buy a bit more food.
Now they've changed it, I think it's good.
I think the broader issue is, can we get supply, into April?
Canberra livelihoods at the mercy of a conflict overseas. Adrian.
Millions in unpaid wages in cases of modern slavery have been uncovered in the first year of a federal program designed to teach migrant workers their rights. Unions ran the scheme said the extent of exploitation was shocking, but the program's funding has been at risk.
A piece of home in a foreign land. These Pacific Islanders were brought to Australia by the federal government to work.
There's unfair dismissal that happens, they're exploited, they're underpaid.
This union meeting in Wagga Wagga is one of thousands run around the country, teaching migrants about their rights and providing free legal advice. It says it's uncovered $1.35 million in unpaid wages in New South Wales alone, as well as harassment and illegal refusals of workers' compensation.
We know of situations where workers are actually held captive and transferred from a house to work and work to back.
Colombian clinical psychologist Viviana has been left shaken after working for an NDIS contractor. She received harassing phone calls from her boss at 1 and 2 a.m.
If I didn't answer, it was so difficult.
When she spoke up, she was let go and had $40,000 in wages withheld.
I didn't have support, to be honest. I didn't know about the rights here.
A Facebook post in Spanish led her to the union program, which helped her win back her wages in court.
Unions New South Wales has been told the program could be cut in the May federal budget, and it's worried cases like Viviana's could go undetected.
She said, you are just immigrant and you don't have rights here.
The government has declined to comment on the program's future.
In sports, Bintango Goroka Lahanis has done the major overhaul with the team ahead of the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup season 2026. The club has a new coach, a new team captain, and a fresh playing group as the franchise focuses on giving opportunities to young talents.
The launch of the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup season 2026 at the Airways Hotel yesterday evening brought together team officials and captains from all 12 franchise clubs. Some clubs aim to win the premiership this year, while others aim to improve their standing from last year. For Goroka Lahanis, winning the competition is not their main goal for the season. Giving exposure to the young talent at the National Rugby League competition is.
A very fresh team. We've got a lot of new young players. We've got new management, new coaching staff. We're a big overhaul for Lahanis. I think looking forward, we're really looking on building the pathway programs, having the youths come through our pathway NYC programs. We want a new start for the Lahanis.
The Chief Executive Officer of Goroka Lahanis acknowledged that the club has been loyal to its players over the past seasons, giving its veterans every opportunity to play for the club. She said the players have done a great job representing the franchise and brand. She said the club feels that it is about time they part way with them and bring in new talents.
We've got a lot of loyal and dedicated players, loyal, dedicated fans. So the thing is, it's very hard to let them go. But in turning over a new leaf, we are giving the opportunity to young and up-and-coming players for them to have an opportunity to play on this kind of platform, this stage. I think this is not only good for the team, it's good for the province, it's good for the country.
The wholesale change will also see Michael Moses taking over the coaching role from Gonzela Urakusi and Palangat Kanini taking over the captaincy role from veteran Charlie Booker. Simon noted that Lahani's franchise has heaps of talents and will be debuting most of them this season.
This is a breeding ground. You know, we are fostering a lot of young talent as well. So we really thank Charlie for his service. Integral part of the Lahanis, but we are now moving in different directions. So we wish him all the best in his career with another team, but we also wish all our young players and the new team more success and no, not necessarily the trophy, but you know, something that we can be proud of. Yeah, something we can bring home to the province.
Rex Lita, TV1 Sports.
And that ends the midday news. Join us at 6 p.m. for the main bulletin. Bye for now.
We have a whole new season.
Can you believe it?
You're good to go. Hold it, hold it, hold it.
Hot Rod Garage starts Wednesday, April 8 on Turbo.
Dribbles out behind him, but he gets it away to Bobby. Bobby's over.
Tune into TV1 News for breaking news.
Because we have lost trust and confidence that he has what it takes.
Top stories and stories making headlines overseas.
Staff began taking new industrial action.
And your latest in sports and entertainment.
Watch TV1 News tonight at 6 p.m. Only on TV1.
Do I look at you or the camera?
You'll just look right at me. You'll just ignore the camera.
Okay.
There are a lot of people saying you could be the next great quarterback. I can already see it now. Cam running down the tunnel with the crowd chanting his name.
I hear you've been invited to train with legend Isaiah White himself. Care to elaborate?
I want to be the GOAT. Cameron King. Great meeting you. I'm a fan. That's crazy. I damn near worship you growing up.
Who are you? I'm him. Who are you? I'm him. My time.
Let's play a little catch.
We going to the league.
You want to play at your highest level? You want to be a legend?
Give it.
Because let me tell you something. This ain't a game. Who are they? Just gonna toss the ball around a little. You wanna hit this? You can't handle it. I understand.